Hello and welcome back to another episode of Colonel Sanders. My name is DM Coletrain, and we are still here. I'd like to end my streaming career right now. This is my last stream ever. I want to let you know it's been fun. It's been real. I want you all to just remember the good times as I slowly die on the inside here. I don't think I'm gonna make it through this stream. Oh, I wish we finished this last week. Can we please? All right, let's do this dang thing. Let's get this over with. All right, here we go, folks. Part 2 begins here. You try and get a peek over the Van Van's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming. What did he sound like again?
Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Tell him to stop acting immature. Oh wait, Ashley. What does Ashley sound like? Let's just do Mr. Krabs and call it a day. Let's move on with our lives. Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey. Act like you're not into them, but you really try to get a closer look. Or tell them to stop acting immature. One of the two. Okay, looks like we're scooting closer. You sit near the rivals, but leave your back turned to them. You even hear Van Van mutter something that sounds a bit like a magical spell. However, he notices you eavesdropping. You try and cover your tracks and improvise an excuse. It's time for class and you're distracting the rest of us who want to learn. Now you've upset them. Oh, you're the Emperor of Cooking, are you? Are you? You make the rules? Now he sounds like, this Van Van sounds like Screwdriver.
I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it ain't you.
Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
You finally get a look at what it is they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book. Just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Van, who hides the book behind his back. I don't know what you're talking about. The book is family heirloom, and the contents are a secret. I sound more like the Flying Dutchman. You notice they haven't been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. We're not chanting his voice. We're playing. Before you can dig in any further, you've interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep beep. Clank must be running late. He's such a hurry that he rolls over Van Van's meaty foot.
Hey, watch it, you bucket of bolts.
You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Bzzwop. Why don't you think? Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such language, not even from a stand mixer. Now, I just want to finish this game. There's so much talking. Okay.
No, your mother was a stand mixer.
Ooh, the insults are whirling. Whir-bazit. Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van, sending him flying across the room. This is just creepy now. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Or don't, honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on. Maybe you can help with your business plan. Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class today. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Students, take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town. My tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now. I hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. What? After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want me to pay attention to the lesson? Truly, you do. which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you missed the most important parts. Larry the Cable Guy. Now we're just naming things. When you come to, Sprinkles holding a tray of food right in front of you. Well, Daddy Choo Choo! Naturally, this appears to be a sample platter. A glass of water, shimmering pepper, a dog biscuit. You know what, I'm just gonna pick a dog biscuit. Now let's pick a shimmering pepper. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body's not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. Oh no, I've done the wrong thing. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend. Ooh. This guy again. I am here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your... What the frick? Fulfill my destiny. All you must do is... I was saying fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... Sorry, I think I've got some spice stuck in my throat. Okay. It's fine, I'll work through it. To fulfill... Cough. The prophecy. Cough, cough. You must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, man. You come to and find everyone is staring at you. The pepper was the last of its kind on Earth. And now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch.
Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals enter and make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch... Wait, who's Van Van?
Today's lunch will be prepared
via... Wait, who the frick is it? Via competitive... Oh, frick! Via competitive cook-off. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore, guys. I can't freaking do this. The voices hurt my throat. They're annoying. They're not funny. Then don't do the voices. Don't tell me what to do. The level of theatrics of these two is off the charts. Demand that they stop wasting everyone's time. Step up and yell to them, you're on. As you completely lost it. Yes, I am done. Here we go. Step up and tell me you're on. A bit of a lunchtime competition, eh? Count me in. I have to wipe tables with you fools before I set my lunch down, so be it. I'm not a fool. You're the fool. Good one. Oh, now, fine. I'll do Colonel Sanders, though. Good one, Van Van. I like your gumption, Daddy Choo Choo. What the frick? I'll be watching your performance. Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Oh, now. Students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. Is that a word? Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Timer ready. Just then a huge light blasts in the face, flashing words. Timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. Oh! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidly a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me. And in case anyone was wondering, I hope it's a message that lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. Now's my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. What the frick? You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for potatoes. Think fast, and if the timer runs out, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Ooh. What temperature do you boil? Wait, what temperature does water boil at? 100 C. That's right, but how would you have gotten that into the school without knowing that? Winner, what the frick? Okay, winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that be an enticing offer to motivate you. Oh, why? You're gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices? How many herbs and spices? Chat, how many herbs and spices? Too late! That's right, you must not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. What's the state of mind that offers the most flavor? What? Trust, vigilance, gratitude. Trust. Okay, that's wrong. Is it though? I'm begging you to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog. It's never the wrong time for some dog jokes. Next question. Trust? Is it trust? Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up this pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you that you'd never forget where you came from. Every day you meditate on his advice and draw the energy from that place. Now would be a great time to harness it. So where does it come from? A small town, the shoulder of Orion. Deep into this, small town. Okay. Why is this so stressful? Why is the timer going so fast? This is stupid. That's right, this is just a shot. You're not gonna miss it. Oh. Okay, you try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? That's wrong. How is that wrong? Don't make me get that spray bottle. You notice Colonel Sanders at the corner of your eye. I believe in you. I believe in you, Daddy. Choo-choo. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can think about is Colonel Sanders. How many spoons of the gravy? Frick! What the hell? What were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. Arrgh. You are stranded on a desert island and with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? You shouldn't be focused on that challenge. You're falling behind. What the frick? What does this have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken and delicate biscuits? Woof, woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley's already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. Zip. I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing a personal touch, where you might not have any hands, but Daddy Choo Choo does, and a good chef, you need to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking and you realize how serious your error was, you immediately shove your hand in the mixer and rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Daddy Choo Choo, no! Did I just break my hand? Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you find most often is the easy way to turn out much more difficult. Wait, what you find is that the easy way you can turn out much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Aw, that's too bad. And here I was completed a dish, ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, that wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Daddy Choo Choo's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, at least because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to dessert. Under this white chocolate dome, you find the wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells the story of excellence. I was going to ask Daddy Choo Choo to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the creamer of the delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry gelée. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger into the chocolate sauce. Simplicity is not your strong suit, is it, Ashley? Oh, you. As he places sauce-covered fingers onto his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something into his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Why, the audacity. Internalize rage or put herself between? We throw in one. Fine, internalize the rage we feel. Your rage burns so intensely in your eyes, they burst into flames. Flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. What? Embarrassed and ashamed by your performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. Okay, that took a turn. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decide to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from a run-in with the mixer and the small fire. We should get them checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to feel your fry. Whoa. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life, not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I never just failed at anything before? That's exactly what I think. Well then, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, and motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed to be a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and with my well-kept beard and assume that I got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. I feel like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved that I was gonna amount to something that no amount of hours, labor, or money could deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changed his focus, you could see something ignite inside him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone onto something better. My dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yeah. Well, oh pop. Just as the moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. It's the Spork monster. Borko, it is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back. But after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you should just really want to see me anymore. But I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you and I apologize. I know it's like I was having to always look over your shoulder. Monster promises, am I right? Oh, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there's no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of the night can really rile up a person. And I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I was always a Spork monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student until one day some mean kids with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook? Precisely. I had to procure a copy for myself, and somewhere along the way I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark, evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Daddy Choo-Choo. Together, I'm sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. A personal invite. You can't imagine Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside what the hell is this? Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Okay, enough with the quotes. Long ago, I made a decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes on your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm just not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to be paired with something spicy, something crispy. Both, perhaps? Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Are we going to reveal our secret to Colonel Sanders in his private abode? Reveal it. You decide as you're as ready as you ever will be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. Damn it! Shredded cabbage. Dish glistens with Colonel Sanders' Lux hideaway? Lush? Magnificent. Together you chow down the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later. Think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure. Why not? Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Alrighty, folks. Let's start with the chicken. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic. It's real. Taxidermy. That's important to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot read, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of this comb. Upon further inspection, you realize the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made spun silver. You gaze out the window across the vast lake and the mountain range beyond. Just then, a ghost of a student pops up. Are you thinking of heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. Can't you see in the middle of something? You open the window crack and ghost is swept out with the breeze. You tap another item. One of the frame photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders, standing with a friend. They hold a fried chicken drumstick, appear to be cheersing them. You look closely, see if there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Oh? You open the Colonel Sanders' closet, find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off his hangers and try it on. The jacket's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug and breathe in his scent. They say what is home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on. He wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan these out, but I must say it does look good on you. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off. You decide now is the moment to make the big move? You tell him you're cold? You fess up the truth? 1, 2, or 3, chat? 2, my chat is full of Simpson cowards. Let it be official. I love you guys, don't leave me. I simp for Stan, fine, do 3. Nope, you said 2, you cowards. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to intrude, but I was a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots close to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly, everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take the jacket off and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes. Daddy Choo-Choo. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late in the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence. You awake a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will really tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. Your thoughts are interrupted by Colonel Sanders emerging into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and he takes you on the journey. When you return, he's waiting and asking an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds. Oh, you smooth dog, you. Oh my gosh. Stealing that line for later. Oh my gosh, Colonel Sanders just playing the flirty game. Oh, wow. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence. Such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? I read that as cockery in my head, but I'm glad I didn't say it that way. Yep, flatter him. You know, I think we make quite a great team. A single tear pulls in the corner of his eyes. He gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Wait, what the frick? Could he be beside her? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with this emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears and able to speak. The only answer you can find is in the run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning waits for no one. Why did he chicken out? You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend's waiting there for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. Oh, Lord. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I was just... But now it turns out you're fine. I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me just after school yesterday. I went on a date. I think I can believe that. Since I've been partnered up with Clank, he asked me out to go with him. Of course I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure. I can't get to know a little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did you just say skydiving is typically a first date to go on with someone with talking to a pressure cooker? And I'm not sure where we stand. You don't give Marion the time to tell her whole story, however, bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened but the emotional connection. Wowzers. Miriam tells you to move on from the Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school, but no! If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want it to be right. Get him, girl. After a short argument, you both agree to go your separate ways. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because you know he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I'll have my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. You can get a swirly, you can get your swirly dipped too. Why don't you pick someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? You've got some nerve, Daddy Choo-Choo, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're just twisting my words, and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Daddy Choo-Choo, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form this afternoon. Aren't you more concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. That's gonna be my excuse now from now on when I win a PvP match. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Holy crap, lady, chill. Put the brakes on. My lord. It was clear that your passion about your food was received. That's a lot worse to say that was bland. Excuse me, Daddy Choo-Choo. I am more than capable of speaking for myself. I feel like Colonel Sanders is trying to put me in my place. I'm not for that. Maybe you can tell me what your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing fine arts and fine foods. See you inside, Daddy. See you inside, Daddy Choo Choo. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by the interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa, what that's the book. It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire. But I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire, like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergencies, it says around the edges of the page. I could use the spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. What is happening in this game? If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate time calls for desperate measures. Colonel Dunn stole your slaw recipe. That dick. We're banishing him to the Shadow Realm, alright? You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Cast the forbidden spell, don't do it after all. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. You take your friend's advice and put the book away.
Hello there.
It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know, I feel something of a dog moment going on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. What? His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. You must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. 1 or 2? 2? Alright. Sprinkles stops in his track. He focuses on the window. The room is deadly silent. When he follows his gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkle turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom, begins barking uncontrollably. Terrence! I told you never to come back here! Terrence, I will destroy you, Terrence! Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying out of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even talking squirrel who named him Terrence? You better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again! After Sprinkles is satisfied that his presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but by any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professional tone. I apologize for that outburst. This actually brings me to an important point. Thank you, Daddy Choo Choo, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, before you can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills out into the classroom floor. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you, save it for after class. Damn, freaking Clank! You're getting handsy in the back of the class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. Whir. But no, you had to show off for your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Yeah, well, that doesn't make a great date. Then Jeff and Joan, with you can hold all the hands as you pedal. What the frick? Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can hold all the hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Whoa. That beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Oh, he just died. No amount of seasoning is gonna make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker, considering that he himself is wheels, not feet. It's not entirely clear where the sneaker came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a spell over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't get distracted by what lies ahead. The final competition showdown, challenge exam TM. I'm still working on the title, but I think if I get it, the test, I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey Miriam, are you okay? Oh, okay. I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me like that in front of the class, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not gonna saddle up to Colonel Sanderstein and ride off into the sunset without me? Of course not. Well, maybe sort of. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for both of us, whoever else we want to bring along. If not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show you a little interest anyhow. Dang straight. Okay. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet Professor Dog is gonna love it. While you're pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time for your exam. You decided to head up to the arena early to practice a dish. And this is it. Location of your final challenge. A test of will. A test of courage. A test of talent. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. What am I what? No thank you. A plan you began to run through the quick test of recipe you've been working on, Daddy Choo-Choo's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish come second nature to you, and you were able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Daddy Choo-Choo, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station, picturing victory. Pot pies began to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's not too bad. I hope you were here cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. But that decision gets hard to stick, too, when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it. Like there was no sound at all. Fess up about your practice dish. Wait, fess up about your practice dish. 2, fess up about your practice dish. Okay. You got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. An oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie from just the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie. With an all butter crust. My nose is telling me something else. Oh no, it's burning? No. I can smell that it was made with a heaping help of TLC. But it's probably starting to burn any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that you'll push you over the edge to victory. Colonel does not. Wow. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly around elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has a giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely preparing to go for something small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something in his original recipe of fried chicken. What does chat become? Degenerates. The insanity in this room starts at the intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone's calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Good lord, chat. Stop it. Everybody down. Bad chat. Bad. Bad chat. Bad. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as he levitates through the air. Egg wash. What? Miriam furiously injects ingredients into itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, faster blaster. I'm sorry, what? Then flexes his pectorals as he chops and opens a sea urchin. Let's rock and roid. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula. That's me. It even clanks on 5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity as foretold. We mustn't let it happen or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Well, Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got your book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win with another battle. Should you take an evil opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? Which one loses? Which one wins me the game here? At this point, make a poll? Yeah, make a poll. 1 or 2. This is important. Obviously, the game wants you to be honest, but does it though? It killed a guy the last time I was honest. I'm picking the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm gonna do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Daddy Choo Choo. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Daddy Choo Choo, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. Wow. You turn to notice Miriam is at your station cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cooking time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices to direct. Oh no. It's the secret ingredient. Ooh. The boiling pot explodes, searing Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begins to swirl in the air, bubbling into dark clouds of thickness and congeals before your very eyes. All right, let's all hype up Daddy Choo Choo. Let's all believe in Daddy Choo Choo. Because you're only gonna get to say this Daddy Choo Choo for a short time, so you better enjoy it.
Are you sure about that?
It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster. What is happening? Steve, what happened to Borko? Well, you're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I'd say you're doing pretty all right. Oh, hey, you're in the middle of cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids in your culinary schools really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spork Monster notices that you've got a grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sort of. But if we were here, would you mind tossing me some fresh noodles in the pot of salted water? I'd love to! I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little spork pup back in the old country. You can feel a Spork Monster winding up to tell you a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like you're probably alone here. Oh, Daddy Choo Choo. Hate you all. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch the stands. I really need to focus on the competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time Monster School that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you tossed a serious stare at Steve as he takes the hint. Never mind. I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep within yourself. Give up and drop out of culinary school. We're gonna summon the extra power deep down within anime style. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. You say 2? Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. My heart is pure. My hands are ready. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for. Yes, Daddy Choo Choo, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are ready, my taste buds have been preparing for this entire moment their entire lives. I will show the world of my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground, energy courses through your body. You know what, with this power you can do anything, except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up the chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven, you can't be served. But don't worry, dear Daddy Choo Choo. You may have suffered some setbacks, but it's all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches. He steps to your station and stands right beside you. I am here to help. Ready for what? Don't worry about it. All you managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're gonna need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. I follow my heart. What a guy. Colonel Sanders unfolds the delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid eyes on. Besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Are you suggesting if we combine our forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students. Okay, with time's expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems like we're missing some wait, what the frick? It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clank. From off screen, you hear a pure, innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying. It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? I thought a wedgie was a salad. It looks like Pop's eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in USCSLA gosh, dyslexia just kicked in. USCAL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks, clank. Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? You wait to hear a signature whir, beep, or another onomatopoeia, but there's none. So, it's been a long time since we've seen the word onomatopoeia on a thing. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That only leaves the 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it's been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole long days. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in a savory soup. My word, it's so delicate. It's that teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat. Am I saying that right? Afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. It was some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked up myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not the only I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I rate a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. I'm running out of breath on this thing. Thank you, Daddy Choo-Choo, for helping me believe in myself. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard and an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Did you skewer one of the urchins with spines over from a Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much of my brand, don't you think? Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkle leans in to snuff the uni, but he can't get his nose too close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw it erratically, causing custard to slosh around. Woof woof. Please be gentle with my cuisine. Grr. Finally, Sprinkles goes. I hate myself. We're almost done, chat. We're almost done. We're almost there. Finally, Sprinkle goes all in. Tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue's poked. My tongue! The professor appears to be finally having allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. I keep poking my tongue. I disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could have made it difficult to eat? Is there a sequel? I hope not. Ejected. Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified for glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another month, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know. Yeah, I'm a dog. I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step on up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rose water syrup, topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's fragile and it's meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Got toast in your ear or something, Daddy Choo Choo? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it. And did an extremely good job cooking it, too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged at eating, I go to the College of Eating School for the hungry. I suppose you could smell it, but if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, it might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. And with that, Ashley storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be a fake nice and liked by everyone. This isn't the last you've heard of me either. Ugh, how many words? If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together. Two chefs. What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese, oh gosh, has become something else. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. Neither do I. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll played. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing, and completely blown me away in my 49 dog years of life. I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. What? You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. We passed, folks. It looks like diarrhea. Agreed. Everyone gathers around and partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to be transcend this reality into another dimension. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that Van and Ashley are drawn back by the magnificent fragrance. When you gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, of course we win this game with a mac and cheese bowl. Like, I am convinced this chat hates me now. When they gaze upon the mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There's supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? Now that school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house. Okay, so you knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van and Ashley tell everyone they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. I missed it. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed in graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone's together, it's the Spork Monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone calls me by my new name, Party Monster. Yeah, for those who don't know, I hate mac and cheese. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up in talking to Spork, sorry, Party Monster. Dejected, student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across from the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for a good reason. Walking on the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you haven't been able to complete the final condition. Wait, blah, blah, blah. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam, and you accept your diploma. So we had to mail directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school. Not to mention honor of educating the son of Chancellor of such and such. This game is so weird. This game is so weird. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Well, he's still doing that talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet, another dimension. What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I had just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figure out who you are, Clank. Oh, burn, girl. Get him. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she's managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Howdy, classmates. What the frick are you wearing? Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he has become prepared to the feat. Oh, wait. Words, Cole, words. Read through it. Come on, you got this. Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough just to give him a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Daddy Choo-Choo, why are you sitting all alone? Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. Oh, I wonder. Might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, well, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning, just to name a few. It truly is my lucky day. Would you like to dance with me? Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with the colonels, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'd be so glad to spend it together with you, Daddy Choo-Choo. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Wow. Okay. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his track. Work together. Well, I think this is something I need to just do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time here at school, do you really think running a restaurant is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection, but you failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll in pastry school. Oh, my dear Daddy Choo-Choo. I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end! Yes, I'm done! Yeah! Daddy Choo-Choo became a housewife. Let's go. Yeah! Okay. Screw you, game!